Yes, the time is running. Here we are again. What's good, party people in the place to be? Yeah, it's your brother K once again on another live that no one is attending. Hey, but that's gonna change one day. I mean, I know the time is a little funky, but this is my own little personal practice and rehearsal with this type of thing, and I enjoy doing it. So, some folks will hear it eventually. You'd be surprised. Some of these things you put out there and take a little while to bubble and grow on people. So I'm going to go ahead and make it happen. Now the video I did yesterday about men on code, I'm going to have to do that again because there were some glitches in there. You couldn't hear some of it. Digital dirt. So I'll get back to that again. I could probably do a refresh on it in due time. Because every day the following is growing every day. And to all of you that are new and checking this out, I truly appreciate you. Thank you for joining my channel. I am your host for this evening, the one known as K Banger. Now, for those that don't know, I didn't make up that name. That name came from my brother Triple Beam. And I hung on to it, and I made a bet with myself that I would make something happen with that name. Why? Because it's just fun with names. What people call brands today. Pardon me. I'm getting myself sorted out here. Allergies bothering me. All right, let me stop horsing around and get to the nitty gritty here. Now, you already know, like and subscribe if you're listening and you like the vibe. You should, because I'm not here talking foolishness, man. I'm trying to inspire people. No, I'm not trying to. I am inspiring people. And why do you think I should be doing that? Because you know what? I've come here for a lot of inspiration too from people. So I want to give back in my own little way. So that's what I'm doing. Now, the title of this video is, and you might find this interesting, they must go through God to get to you. They must go through God to get to you. Man, if you really think about that, that's something. Now, I want you to envision, you might say, well, what do you mean by that? Well, let's envision this. Think about anyone of high importance. Think of anyone that is deemed a success or a VIP, a high-ranking official, anybody. Can you just access this person? No. And if you can, you might have to make an appointment with a receptionist. You might have to go through this person's calendar. You might have to schedule a date. You can't just walk in and see a doctor, can you? Yeah, you can go to the emergency room, but can you really see somebody on call like that? You can't even see a barber like that. You want to go see a barber or a hairstylist? They give you that app. You got to make an appointment, or you're making an appointment with the receptionist. Sometimes for certain people, you just have to go through others to get to them because their time is important. What they're doing requires focus. You catch my drift? Now, all that I just said falls way below what the title of this video is talking about. Well, why am I saying this? Because guess what? For most of you out there, you're making the changes. You have uprooted filth, ingratitude, impatience out of your life. Once you're on a path or a trajectory to improve your life, you're not just readily available for just anybody anymore. So please do not feel in any way, shape, or form that you're an odd one out because you find yourself alone while you're in the quest of bettering yourself. Because trust me, those that you're leaving behind are wallowing in the things that you refuse to be a part of anymore. And once that happens, now anyone that wants to affiliate with you, and trust me, they will want to affiliate with you. It may not look like it now, but when you start achieving those things that are promised to those that follow the Lord in that way, oh man. And this is why they have to go through God to get to you. Now you may say, well, how do they do that? Well, that's easy. They have to align themselves with the things that you're doing to improve yourself. See, this is why we can tell who is really meant for us once we put things of the world down and away. Once I stopped the drinking, once I stopped the smoking, once I aligned myself with what I consider high-end religious principles that just, people can see it a mile away. They can see it. They can see you glowing. They can sense the power. They know it. Once you start doing that, the people that are meant to be with you are going to want to rise in that way. If they don't, well, then you know what they're dealing with. In fact, this is a good way to kind of shake off those that are not really supposed to be around. All you have to do is just go in that direction, and you won't even have to lift a finger. People will just start backing away from you. But then on the flip side, you start becoming the person that you want to surround yourself with. It's not a matter of you going out and networking and things like that. It's about becoming that person that you wish to be and that you wish to be around. So, getting connections and getting resources for yourself, ironically, is an inward trajectory. It's something that you do within yourself, within your own practice and discipline, to attract that type of thing to your life. This has to do with relationships too. The narcissistic thing to say is, how come no one wants to be with me? Look at me. Well, no, it should be more about you becoming the person that you want to attract. You have to become that. Thus where's my workout partner? Yeah, so you're looking to drag somebody else down to help you become what you want to be. It doesn't work that way. Get your butt in the gym and get to work, and you'll attract someone that will match that energy or help you to enhance that energy. Now, there's always an exception. But what I'm describing here is a sure shot way to strengthen your inner self and your attitude in this situation. But and you're gonna need that, because once you start going that way, I'm telling you, the dead weight is gonna start dropping off, and you may see yourself alone for a while. Well, the title of this message is to give you perspective on who is guarding your schedule now. They got to go through God to get to you. And that's what it is. And given the state of things right now, there's really not too many people that's willing to do that. They got to find their own little way to do that. But anyone that's meant for you, oh, trust me, they'll find out the way. And anyone that happens to come around that's an enemy or of a part of that essence, well, at least you'll know that God permitted it so you can handle it. You know, we don't have to have fear of enemies and hypocrites and stuff like that when we're moving like that. When we're moving in that trajectory of becoming the best version of ourselves, oh, we don't really have to worry about those that are allowed to come around, especially if they got to get through God to get to you. Because you'll know that based on the things that you're doing, based on the people who's being left behind, based on the people who's fallen off to the wayside because of the improvements that you're making on your life, you will then know that the folks that come around, whether good or bad, has either gone through the Most High or is being permitted by the Most High for whatever purpose. That should be able to give you perspective and narrow down the events that's going on in your life. But it takes a matter of self-reflection and self-development, which is, I think, is paramount today. It's very, very, very important today. Very important today. So what are the things that'll put you in that direction? Well, there's a whole lot of them. But if I had to make a suggestion, I would say, uh, it's basic stuff, basic principles that people do like in the morning hours, man. You get up, you read, you pray, you exercise. You know, if you're within that realm of things, very simple start to becoming the better us. There really isn't much more to it. It's a lot less than all the other stuff that folks are doing just to try to get ahead in this life, man, out there, out in the world. Oh gosh, man, all the activities you have to do just to try to find somebody, try to find some people to hang around, the circling around, socializing, spending money, peer pressure. Now you're drinking, now you're smoking, talking to strange women. And then you got to look the part for that. That's a lot of production, dude. A lot. People don't have to go through God to get to us in that environment. We're way too accessible, man. Way too accessible. Now, if somebody slips through the cracks while we're narrowing down things like that, being out in the world, I mean, people can still slip through the cracks here and there. Think about it. In that situation, you have a little more control. At least it's like a one-off. It's not like you jumping from place to place to place and person to person to person, and you're you're shooting your shot wherever you can, whoever you can. A woman here, a woman there. Man, let me tell you something. Here in this city that I'm at right now, any player that's doing the nightlife thing out here, they can probably have a different woman every night. That's how dangerous it is, man. That's how crazy it is out here. Personally, I don't think that there's any value in being that accessible, man. It's a little lonely at times, but I like the fact that at least I'm making an effort to make these improvements in my life. And what happens is you start seeing and feeling the distance between people, and they know what they have to do to get to you. And if they don't do it, they will remain exactly where they are. And as leaders, you and I have to be accustomed to that. It's part of the process. I'm talking from experience, guys. I'm not out here making this up. I'm not out here making this up. And this also goes for not just gaining, but losing. If you're taking an L with a relationship or something that's gone wrong, you want to make sure that when you rebound and when you get back up, man, that it's the right type of stuff, and it requires doing the right thing for yourself. So that way, you're not that accessible. And they got to go through God to get to you. I mean, think about it, man. This is hard, bro. Like what I'm spitting right now, this go hard. We're talking about the Lord of the Worlds, like got you blocked off. Like, nah, you're not. Nah, I'm going to screen this individual. I'm going to see if they're bowing down to me before they come getting to you. That's crazy. But that's how it gets. And let somebody try to cross that and try to bypass that element and see what happens. And take my word for it, y'all. Go out there and make the improvements, man. Don't be afraid. We got to do it. We got to hold each other accountable to it. It's not easy, but we got to do it. Especially in this day and time. It's getting crucial out here, y'all. Look around you. Look at what's going on. And it's happening quick. All right, this is besides doomsday prepper stuff, man. This is internal journey stuff that we have to do in order to become who we need to be. And that's no easy feat. We're talking about destiny stuff here, man. I'm working at it every day. There's a lot more that I could be doing. But I just pray to God every day that I get the help and what I need and the guidance. And so far, he hasn't let me down yet. I'm very grateful. So with that, y'all, I think that's it for now. I think you got enough to get out of this. And, hit me up in the comments, man. Share the video. Show some love. And I'll be improving the content soon. This is just a little something, a little reflection for you, for the late night crowd. And thank y'all for listening. Thank y'all for coming through. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace.